But in the poppers. But you know what? I found things that I didn't even know existed. And it's just like I had just give up and I was just said I wish I could just I said I'd go and just get in the out there and get in the hospital and just stay there. But I know what would happen if I did. You know the Who's, my family would just take over. They would. I guarantee you, they'd strip me of everything I ever thought about having. Well, strange to say, I don't think they're going to get it all. God bless good hot coffee. But you see, I had just give up, and I thought, well, I'll just as soon just give up and die. And you know what? The good Lord said, I've got lots of work for you to have to do. So, and I found out things and saw things that I don't imagine you even know about our families and our situations in our nation and our world but the good Lord said, you ain't gonna get out of it that easy, old gal. I got lots of work for you to do. I'm telling you. And another thing, instead of buying bird food and putting it in that hanger thing, I'm gonna just throw it out there, and then they'll have to stop and stay there and hunt for it, and I'll get to see them better, you know? I can get my tail end up in the chair. What have you found?
I brought you, you can read this. This is what the people are saying around the world about your stories.
About my stories?
Yes.
Oh, what? Because I was putting them out. And you know what? They want me to be the homecoming queen.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to. But they said, no. You know, I said, I wasn't even raised up here in Ireland. And the only reason I graduated here is because there wasn't no school in Sheffield. But you cannot imagine what's out there in this world. Okay. Selena said, Grandma's drinking her coffee this morning. She looks so cute this morning. Oh, she's blind. Lee Swartz said, what a treasure I am watching all these videos and loving them. Thanks for sharing your beautiful grandma with us. Oh my goodness. Aren't you going to eat?
Yes.
Well, get your food.
I will.
And you can. Nanya B says, God bless her. Yes. He did. You see, that's when I came to the point where I said, Lord, you know, just take me on. I don't have no use left. He said, Well, we'll see about that. That was a favorite friend of his. Well, we'll see about that. Selena H says, "Hi, Grandma. How are you doing? You look good. I love the videos." Erin James says, "The Snoops like to share advice. I'd love to hear her words of experience and wisdom." Oh my gosh, honey. You just made me a new life.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I told the Lord, I'm just tired of living, just let me go. And he said, "We'll see about that." Bonnie Lassie says, "She's so cute." And I was thinking that my hair had been fixed and looked good. And, it's terrible. Faded holy soldier. Wonder what that is. Amen. Just stumbled on this channel. God bless that lady. Well, isn't that something? Well, I'll tell you what, kiddo. You made my days, Clint Eastwood said. That girl says, "Sending Snoops hugs and prayers from Texas grandson. You're a good man." Now they're getting right. Lee Swartz from South Africa says, "Your grandma is lovely. What a privilege to have her years of wisdom and memories at your fingertips." Jim's not going to believe this.
I know.
It's going to blow him out of the saddle. Lee Swartz from South Africa says, "Your grandma's lovely. What a privilege to have her years of wisdom and memories at your fingertips. Thanks for caring for her. We're sending you all warmest wishes from Hands, sunny South Africa." Boy, I tell you, you made my day. You did this. Alicia May says, "She's so cute, blind." God bless us. King's Outdoors says, "God bless this lady. Reminds me of my mother." Now that's good. Jack Kent says, "Lord, wrap your hands of protection around her and her caregivers." PC says, "May our Lord God, Creator, bless her and those who care for her." Oh, there's another page.
Mm-hmm.
Jim, this is going to blow Jim away. Hyperlink. And it's all in. A lot of it said,
Yeah,
whatever you call it.
I messed up on that one.
YouTube. Com channel. So says, "What an angel. What a blind lady." Or man or what? Jack Cat says, "What an incredible person." I haven't found somebody on TV that don't like cats either. They're like me. They like dogs. Vivian P says, "She's awesome." Alicia May says, "Hi, Snooks. Nice to meet you." Tell her we enjoy listening to her stories. Well, I guess I better share a few more with them.
Yep.
Like And I've been thinking I'd write down. I don't know whether it'd be a book. I imagine I could get enough to make a small book. I'd call it Been There, Seen That, Done That. What do you think?
Yeah.
Maybe this will encourage other people to do things.
Mm-hmm.
To just sitting on their botokas and I don't know where I get these words, botokas. I've told you the one about the dog and the cat, the dog and the duck.
Mm-hmm.
Dog and the duck. And you know, it's so strange. My little old Grandpa Smith, you'd never know he is around. He's quiet little old man, just a steady worker. And I don't know, it just didn't seem like to me that he enjoyed living. I mean, he didn't maybe hate it, but he didn't like to live it. And writing all this down, bringing it up and writing it down brings up other to my mind. Aren't you going to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Well, is there something over yonder you need?
I've got it in my truck.
Well, how's the great outdoors?
It's good.
Still there?
Mm-hmm. It rained a little bit yesterday.
You know, huh?
Rained yesterday.
Yeah, it did. And I was really not very, I thought it'd be ashamed, but I wasn't real happy with it raining. I know we should never fuss about rain, but sometimes it's, you know. Why, Mr. Smith, I told you that story.
Mm-hmm.
On their way to get married, he leaned over and kissed her on the cheek. That's and going in a wagon, I guess. Why, Mr. Smith, I never heard her call him. His name was Will. And you know there's a Will Smith, a black Will Smith. But I never heard her call him anything but Mr. Smith. But they'd be sitting at the table, whole family maybe there, Thanksgiving or something. Mr. Smith, would you please pass the whatever? She is a good cook, a really good cook, and she liked to cook. And you know what? The reason that people, they said, well, we don't know how in the world y'all made it. I said, well, we made it because we lived it, you know. Get you a plate. I thought we had some here somewhere.
I got plates.
Hmm?
I got plates over here.
Well, Mr. Smith. Well, I think I dropped something.
It's okay.
But, you know, everybody there was, in that family, my mother was the oldest. She was born first. I don't know, there was just a lady in the family that all of them liked. I think she lived in Merchant. Her name was Edna Earl. It was Edna Earl. And so they named, when I came along, they named me after her. And then there was Clovis, bless his heart. Cody. That was Cody. And just 'cause he was crippled and couldn't just rule the roost, they all sort of put him down. And he was the sweetest, nicest person. Cody Carr. Aunt Earl, that was the one at Midland, I believe. It was I have a dirty mind when I think about them driving along and never had really kissed. He leaned over and kissed her on the cheek. Why, Mr. Smith. So, Mr. Smith. And he was the nicest, sweetest, meekest little fellow. Here comes Olin. Hell on wheels. He took stuff that had been in that family for years, took it down there and threw it over the riverbank. Yeah, throw it away, get rid of it. And I know some of y'all say, tell me, get rid of it. I ain't gonna get rid of it. Look, who is that? He goes by here, see him walking down the street. I don't know what he does or who he is or...
Read some more of those.
So I guess I don't have any choice. I have to be the homecoming queen. And, you know, I couldn't walk and go on that. But they're gonna put me on they take a big old flatbed truck, put the ones on it that go on it. So, I guess they'll put me on there. I told you the one about which one of them it was. Might have been over, and I don't know. But anyway, some of them said, well, what did you ever do that asked me, what did you ever do that amounted to anything? I sat there a few minutes. I said, well, not much, I don't guess. I had you. And threw it back in their teeth, you know. And that's what I think I'll write in my book. I wish you'd just look at the birds out there. And I used to put bird seed in that hanger up there. And the birds would fly up there, but they couldn't but about 5 or so at the time. And it dawned on me, well, throw it out there and make them work for it. And they do. I mean, well, I guess they do. They seem to keep coming back. And I did tell you that I saw this bright, red bird.
Mm-hmm.
First one we'd seen years, haven't seen another one since. He was just going through, I guess. Hitchhiking. A hitchhiker bird. Well, this is so nice of people to write down all this stuff. Something I have over here that I was gonna share with you or give you or something. Aren't you gonna eat with me?
I already ate.
Oh, you've already had your. Well, I always look forward to you. And some days I think, well, the weather's so bad, been so bad, I doubt if he'll come today. In a little while, there you'd come. What about the little chickies?
They're doing good.
Is any of them left?
No, I still got them all.
Hmm?
I still got them all.
They're all gone.
No, I got them all.
Oh! Solely, Gloria says, good morning, Miss Snoops. Top of the day to you, God bless. God bless you too. That reminds me, right over there is a book that people have written messages in them for me. But you know what? You may not want them, but before I go away, a lot of those things over yonder are coming to you because they won't give a dang about them. And the painted ponies, I don't know if the ones, I think you gave me one of an Indian on a horse, but I don't know if it's still in there or not. But you better get it, really. Really. There they are. Now chew these.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't quite through.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Aaron James says, my grandmother passed away years ago. She went by Sweetie to everyone who knew her. Something about Snooks reminds me of her. Mine was from Texas, too. People wonder why my dad gave me the nickname of Snooks. Let's stop listening. And I'm glad. Edna Marie. That's so flat and uninteresting. But Snooks, that gets their attention. Mm-hmm.